Konnichiwa and welcome everybody back to Chrono Views. It's time for the yearly tradition of showing off my anime collection and a little bit of each of the other collections. And as you know, this year there have not been that many new anime figures, simply because I am a little bit restrictive on which ones I buy because I'm running out of space. However, there have been a lot of dinosaurs, as probably you have noticed that my channel have been filled with dinosaur reviews from Jurassic World, and that's partly because the hype for the new movie, and of course I needed a little bit of change to get motivated, because reviewing the same thing all over with the Figmas and stuff gets one-sided. It's not that I don't like Figmas, but I've been a little bit short on budget, and the dinosaur toys are also cheaper, and they can be stored in a box because they're toys. Simply, you don't need to have space on every shelf for them, and I can swap them out and all that. So, in the theme of this year's Dinosaur Mania, here's an Indominus Rex trying to camouflage close to the Christmas decoration. But I'm going to keep this video slightly shorter than usual, but I will give you a little bit of hint of what's new and what I have in my collection. I might not cover every little thing this year, because I will focus on just giving you a hint of what I have and what's new or not. Starting off from the non-anime stuff and working our way towards the anime stuff, here is, well, basically the same Alien and Predator stuff. Well, no Predators at all yet, because most of the stuff are still in my old room at my parents' place. I still need to make some long shelf extension for this here in order to bring at least the NECA ones. I'm not sure about the McFarlane ones, but you can see in my Alien and Predator collection video what I have in total. And also I have put stuff at my bookshelf, at least currently. So there's Jason standing there, and down here there are Frank from Donnie Darko, and also here are Jason and Freddy in front of my signed Jason and Freddy DVDs. And here is the Jurassic Park shelf with the Reborn Velociraptor and all the different Jurassic Park DVDs and Blu-rays and all that sort of stuff. The Godzilla collection is pretty much the same. I have not got any new Godzilla figures this year, and I still have the tags on the ones I bought in Japan, the one from Shin Godzilla and Godzilla 2000, but I plan to review them eventually. That's why I have not removed any tags yet. Those two bookshelves with glass doors are pretty much the same as they have always been since I moved here, and that's also where the Godzilla figure stands on top, and there's nothing new really inside of those. So I have a quick view over this shelf here, except that I moved the A-Zone dolls and the Real Action Heroes Blackrock Shooter into a shelf here, and there's also the other shelf right there with some Shanna figures, and you can see my computer screen with the Shanna backdrop as well, and there's some Toho figures and Vash. I think it's pretty much as it was the last year I made this video, so it's not that much new in that front. And in this box here is of course all the Jurassic World dinosaurs, well, the ones that have room in there. And so I made this custom box with the Jurassic Park logo and the InGen logo there, and the Mosasaurus on top, and I can remove that, and inside here is, well, all the dinosaurs. Well, most of them. And also on this desk here is the Chronicle Compsognathus, and there's an A-Zone kit, Dilophosaurus from '93. It's not built yet, but I plan to build it and display it, well, and paint it, of course. You can also see this shelf here This was, I think I talked about that last year, that those two shelves were standing on top of my TV furniture, but they were to be mounted onto the wall. So here we are, having them there. So new for this year though is the Diva Funko Pop and the Jurassic Park Funko Pops, including the Jurassic World Indoraptor. And otherwise it's the same Godzillas, the Papo T-Rex, and a Safari Oviraptor. It's a figure I had for a long time. I just found it when I was home bringing my old Kenner Jurassic Park stuff. And there's the usual trading figures there. All the Nendoroids and the Acta figures, and most of the Figmas are the same as previous years. Well, I really need to move this Compsognathus box there, but eventually I will move it so I will not block off the Figmas there. And there's the standard Figma assortment here. And a few of the new figures are probably Fate, because I got those new Saber Lily figures. But otherwise it's pretty much the same as it was. I couldn't afford a few of the Figmas from Fate. I'm so angry about myself though, because I had pre-ordered Kuhulin and Skahak and John Dark Alter. A lot of nice stuff that I missed out because I could not afford them when they were released. So that's part of the next year's catching up, I suppose. So here on the top of my TV furniture is, of course, the colossal T-Rex. But before there were a lot of things up here, like a lot of dinosaur toys or those shelves I mounted on the wall now. And a big thanks to my dad for helping with all that. And they stood on top of this, but I'm planning to build some sort of extension where I can put the colossal closer to the roof, like so I can have shelves to display more of the Jurassic stuff. So on top of the TV shelf will be pretty much my Jurassic displays. So they have this corner of the room and the anime stuff have the other side of the room. So there is a Jurassic World sign and an unopened blue in package. Also the slime eggs. And here we have a few new things. Here is the Eugene trading figures from Valkyria Chronicles. So there's Eden Nelson and Alicia Melkia. And there's also the Huff and Tank from Valkyria Chronicles 4. Great game. And it's from the collector's edition. And that one is over here, the box. And there's also the usual dinosaur fossil heads that I have. And over here is the fossil collection I have. This cast of the Silophysis skull and an actual raptor tooth and a ammonite and the fossil series Velociraptor. And here's the glass cabinets, pretty much as they used to be. I might have rearranged a few things back and forth here, but I think that this Rory Mercury figure, the one to the left, the one from Quest Q, that's one is new for this year. Also, Rem is new for this year. I think it was the start of the year. Otherwise, the other things are pretty much from the last year, but I love them as much still. And on top here, there is my Dolphy Dreams, both official and custom, and the ASON 1:3 scale dolls of Saber and Haruhi. And that's pretty much it. I'm not really going to do any big New Year's promises this year because, well, make a promise and then usually you cannot keep it because your interest might change, your motivations might change, you might get other ideas and all that. So I pretty much say I'm not going to promise anything except for continuing with reviews. So as you might expect, there might be more dinosaurs next year, quite a lot of them, if the interests are still there to keep collecting the Mattel ones. But I also have some Figma to catch up on, and maybe 1 or 2 scale figures. I'm going to get pretty much what I feel like getting and then review it. So just enjoy the flow of content. And as usual, I will not have any consistent flow. It will vary a lot depending on when and how far apart I buy things. So it's pretty much all up to economy and budget, actually, and what I feel like buying. So I hope you actually enjoyed this video despite being shorter than usual. Maybe it's for the better, because listening to me blah 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 for a long time and repeat myself is probably not the most fun thing to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you a happy new year. So until next year, take care and sayonara.